So we definitely have to get back to knowledge of self individually and as well as a whole, collectively. And once we do that, of course, then we can move on to bigger and better things.
Right. We got to start thinking. I mean, another part of the plan, why do people think, I'm not going to say people that they're not thinking. There's a reason why you have cable channels. You have 700 cable channels. There's a reason why television doesn't go off anymore. There's a reason why you now have Facebook and Instagram, and you literally walk around with computers in your hands. Before you literally had to go home to get on a computer, on a desktop computer, sit in front of a desk, and you weren't going to sit in front of it too long.
Right.
You know what I mean? But now, you're walking with a computer in your hand. You're on a computer all day long. You know what I mean? All this stuff is to distract us from thinking. How many people do you know who literally say, I sat down for maybe half an hour and meditated today, or I'm going home and I just want to think about something, or think about my life, or what's going on in my life. You got so between that and the fact that now, if you have a two-parent household, but notice I said if, both parents are working, they have to. It's almost, I'm not going to say it's almost impossible, but it's very difficult in order to have a one-parent household to be sustainably advanced.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that's another thing that's taking your time. Then you're working 40 plus hours. You're not even working 40 hours a week now. You're working 40 plus. You got people working 45, 50, 60 hours a week.
Sure.
Then you're coming home, got to deal with the kids. You don't want to deal with it. You've been at your job for 8, 10, sometimes even 12 hours. All you want to do is come home and relax and have some peace. Gotta eat, and then get ready for work in the morning. It's a cycle. We, this day and age, literally have no time to think.
No, I disagree. We have time to think. We just don't utilize it. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
I don't give a damn. You can have a half hour every day.
Right.
Where you just close yourself in a room. Right. You understand? I mean, you can do it.
Right.
Like you said, with cable channels and stuff like that. You can just say, you know what? I'm not going to watch TV for a half hour today. You understand? However, you have to be cerebral and you have to be spiritually bound to know that this is what I need. And not only what I need, but what my children need. My seeds need it. My woman needs it. My wife needs it. We need it.
Right.
In the household, we all need that. Cut that shit off for a half hour and get into oneself.
Right. But we're not taught that. So where are we going to get that from?
Right here.
There you go. There you go. There you go. It's not promoted on TV. You don't see nobody on TV going to sit and thinking. Right. They're constantly doing things. No one at work's going to tell you. Your girlfriend's not going to tell you. Your man ain't going to tell you.
Right.
Just think about what's going on in your life and so forth and so on. That's how you progress. That's how you succeed and so forth and so on. Yeah. But as long as you continue to be so involved with things that are happening in life, no, we're not going to progress.
And you can't evolve. If you're so involved, you can't evolve.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
People don't have vision. And when I say vision, I'm not talking about eyesight. I'm talking about insight. You know what I mean? This is important. Come on. Come on, brother. We ain't hurting you, man.
I mean, I'll piggyback on what y'all was saying. Like, it's definitely, like you say, I don't think, it's so much people involved in it, like you say, it's pushed down their throat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you being all propaganda. That's all it really is. Like you say, you watch TV, you would think TV shows watching major dysfunction in people's personal lives would be so popular, right? That's all it really show. You just look at TV change, man, and it's subtle. Like you say, I remember the TV used to go up at the $1 million movie, you know what I'm saying? That joint just shut down, come back on when the news come on in the morning. But man, you getting brainwashed, man. And like you say, we in a time where, like you say, it's about me, and it's almost popular to be an opportunist, man.
Yeah.
People could make the most backward decisions, and people justify it or find something. Let's give you an example. I've been hearing chit chat about this dude boxer coming out, he gay or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you find people who try to justify the dude's actions. I mean, like you say, you a homo or whatever. I guess is a way to go about it. That's your personal business. I'm not even going to speak to that, but I would just say the way he embarrassed his family. Like that, if you want to be in a home closet, homo, whatever. But you got this dude's a grandfather. You know, with kids, this kid want to commit suicide and getting tormented when they go to school and getting teased and all this other stuff. You're thinking about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So like, but people would justify this man's actions and not see the repercussions on his family. And when people you start losing the human element where it's all about you. That's like a mindset that people got to get over. I'm like, man, I think it's the worst era I lived in, cause you know what I'm saying. I've been around in the late '80s, the early '90s, the mid. I mean, I done seen it all. Like, you know what I'm saying. And it's just like I can do what I want. I have no repercussions. And I'm just saying, not to make the religious aspect. I see amongst like Muslims, like there's a saying in Islam, like keep your sins between you and Allah. But whatever you doing, because He ain't the person gonna help you anyway and coming out of it. But when you do commit a sin in front of somebody, you expose yourself to them saying something to you. You know what I mean? But it's like if you doing something that's on you, like whatever you doing in your personal life and nobody knows about it, nobody can speak to it. Right. So you asking the Lord for help. But when you do it for a believer, they can criticize you because this is a social religion. There's certain instructions to it. Now, with that being said, people's response is that you can't criticize me. Only person can judge me is God. Right. See, they misunderstand the religion. Only people could judge you in Qiyam before on the day of judgment is God. In this world, you can be judged. Right. Like when you think if you go to Muslim countries stuff, you see people's heads cut off because you was judged, you stole something. Somebody judged you. So this is like the whole mindset. It even permeates amongst the Muslims. Like this whole concept amongst you can do what you want. No, you have to be socially responsible to the community and things that's going on. Like ain't no you just run them up. If you want to do that, you made a commitment to a certain way of life. Yeah, so you can be held accountable to that. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be a mercenary and run around and do your own thing, then do that. But like I'm just saying, it's permeating every aspect of society. You can do what you want. And you see, even now the kids don't want to listen to their parents. Like, you know what I mean? It's about them. And this attitude. Yeah, exactly. Like you, oh man, I could go on and on about that because, like, there's certain sisters I would want to marry if they wanted for their kids. Bro, because it's like, it's going to cause a rift. And like, for me, I'm proactive. I'm not gonna get into a situation and try to turn somebody upside down. Like the kids used to run in a certain way, so now you become the boogeyman when you try to steal some discipline in them. And right, because their father's never been around them.
You got my daddy.
Like like you say, I did more for me than Dad ever did. You know what I'm saying? Even though I never went to them, you see them and it's like the kids running the house and like damn to bring that in your house. Oh no. And like you trying to make moves like asking. Like like I leave it out. I can rant on and on about this, but like kids running the house and all this stuff, man. It's this stuff.
There's no structure all across the board. From adults on down.
And that's the main word, You look at now, you see, it's not funny. I mean, sometimes you laugh to keep from crying, but shit, I mean, you see these kids fighting these teachers and fighting principals and
never would have happened in our era.
Let me tell you something. Well, I ain't gonna tell you nothing because I'll tell you something. When we was coming up, you wouldn't even curse around an adult.
You're right.
I'm talking about if you was out on the street on the block and you seen an adult in the window, whatever, you would go around the corner.
Yeah, they say, yo, chill with that. Yeah.
You wouldn't do that in front of them. Now they're doing it at them, to them, and they're rumbling them, put their hands on grown people, adults.
Yeah. Our teacher, we've lost our teaching, our respect. It's not being taught at all. But as I say, when you're so involved with your life, when you come home, last thing you think about is trying to teach your son, trying to teach your daughter, trying to teach your kids what needs to be taught. Respect, love, patience, individualism. You know what I mean? These are things, TV is teaching them. Or their friends are teaching them.
And not only that, you know what? Their parents are teaching them the wrong thing as well. That's why this segment here is just extremely. All segments are important. Mm-hmm. However, this one is just, man, this must be heard. This must be felt because at the end of the day, man, like you were speaking on, if the parents aren't even having the knowledge or even if they are and not teaching it, what happens?
But no, you hit it right because a lot of them don't have it because they were young who weren't taught that way themselves.
There's there's a lot that do, however, they're self-absorbed. Like you said earlier, the me era, they're self-absorbed. They don't care nothing about nobody but them. That's why I said it earlier about the family court situation. There's no way on this earth if you say you love your child. I don't care, man or woman. You know what I mean? Whatever differences you have with that opposite parent, you should not subject your child to kind of deleting that love from that other parent. There's no fucking way. Because you're not killing nobody but that child.
They don't realize it.
Well, that's the selfishness.
I think that's ignorance.
No, I don't. I disagree with you. You
know, your part, I would agree, is definitely part selfish. Yeah.
Because you know why? Most of the time, the woman is going to be angry at the dude because he don't want to be with her.
Right.
Maybe this guy put his hands on her. Maybe he cheated on her. Whatever.
Whatever.
To her. And it's all me. This is what happened to me, me, me.
So
they're not looking at my daughter. They're not looking at my son.
Right.
What they need is him. If he's a good father, if he's a good man, that's what he needs. Not what you need. You're grown already.
Right.
You understand?
Well, if he cheated on me or put his hands on me, that means he's not a good man. That's what she would say.
However, I'm just saying if this man is a good father.
Okay.
Because there's a difference in being a good father and a good mate.
Absolutely.
Or a good husband or what have you. You know what I'm saying? So if he put his hands on her, he might be an idiot for doing that.
Absolutely.
However, if he's still taking care of his needs and he's putting positive input, you can't base this on your personal feelings. You know, and I'm just putting it out there as far as hitting. That's no good. We're not condoning that by any way.
Right.
Anyway,
right.
You know what I'm saying? The cheating, things of that nature, or even just because the guy don't want to deal with you no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of times that's what we hear. You know, personally for me, you understand? Like, and you know, I'm an honest man. You know, nobody on this earth that knows me can say that I'm a lying cat or I'm a dishonest brother. Nobody. Nobody.
Right.
So if I tell you that I'm a bachelor and,
by definition, a bachelor does what a bachelor does.
You understand? And look, I'm going to handle my responsibilities to be a father. What else do you need? You should respect that more than me cheating on you.
Absolutely.
So, once again, it's all about selfishness.
Yeah, I'll definitely, yeah.
And we have to just...
we're definitely selfish there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And as you say, you really touched on it because we don't think about the impact that it has on our children or our child. We think about, I was done wrong, and your dad is no good, or your mom is this and this. And I say, hold on a second. I don't want to put that image in my child's mind. No matter what, they can be the worst person in the world. I don't want to convey that to them because I don't want my child or my children to grow up having some resentment to that person and cutting them off. Now when they get older and they see things for themselves, that's something different. So I definitely understand. It's just it's just the era we live in. It's not a good era. I mean, it's just cut and dry. It's a bad. It's a me era. It's a materialistic era. It's a selfish era. It's a non-spiritual era.
Absolutely.
It's a confusion. Yeah. So but I think the best we can do is to continue just to talk about it and prayerfully, someone who sees us or hears us or someone else doesn't have necessarily us. We don't want to be selfish. Let's get it from wherever you can get it from, but just get positivity. What I mean? Start thinking. Take some time off to say, how can I improve myself? I don't think people look to improve themselves and not realizing that when you improve yourself, everything around you improves. Your household improves, your children will improve. But you gotta want to improve yourself, not be content on just how you're living. You know what I mean? And aspire just to be better as an individual. But you have to get back to spirituality in it because I believe it just starts there.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Whatever your faith is, that's fine. You know what I mean? Just try to be a better person.
As long as you acknowledge the Most High.
Yeah.
Whatever you believe in.
But get a basis, get grounded. This is I'll speak like Brother Kareem. This is the most ungrounded people I've ever seen in my life. We're all over the place.
Worse.
You know, we don't know what we want to do. One day we want to be straight, next day we want to be gay.
Yeah. It's the
One day we want to be a man, next day we want to be a woman.
The blind leading the blind.
You know what I mean?
And that's really what it is. The blind leading the blind. Dumb and dumber, as they say. You know, it's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, however, you know, we got to focus on us because at the end of the day, we the lowest on the totem pole.
Absolutely.
You know what I
They're
mean?
gonna stay that way.
Hopefully not.
Prayerfully not.
While we do this.
But how long have we been this way? We've been this way for a minute.
We have. However, now, you know, with enough enough insight, once again, enough knowledge, enough perspectives, different perspectives, you know what I mean, and positivity, I believe we can make some changes.
That's the word. You hit it right. Get positive. We gotta stop being negative. You know what I mean? And when we hear or see negative, we have to do something about it. If you're around your girlfriend, you say, I don't like that girl. Whoa. I don't know that girl. You know, but I'm not going to sit here and listen to you say something negative about another sister. Now, if you got an issue with that sister, she right there. Let's address this so we can resolve it. Because truth be told, things typically usually aren't that deep. You know what I mean? Or are misunderstanding, you know. And as you say, we can't keep walking around hating people, wanting to do harm to people, not caring about people. We got to start caring about people. You know, we always used to care about people.
We don't care about each other. We don't care about ourselves. No. That's the problem. Because it all comes from within. Right. You know, so
people tell you they care about themselves.
Right, and they don't even know. I did it when I was younger. Right. In my 20s, man, I used to, you know, I remember a few old heads would say, you know, do you care about yourself? You know, you don't love yourself.
Right.
And I used to always, like you said, I bang back like, what are you talking about? Yes, I do. When I got older, hindsight 2020, or I say 2015.
You understand what they were saying, at the time.
Let me tell you something. The way I was living my life, I did not care about myself or anybody else. You know what I mean? Because I was putting myself in harm's way. You know what I mean? So you can't care about yourself if you're living that way. You know what I mean? It's all about how you move and how you think. Basically, thinking.
When someone brings it up, you get defensive though, because you're right. You know, you're thinking they're attacking you.
Right.
Because we live in such a negative society.
Right.
You think it's somebody, you know, being negative, not really saying, no, I'm really trying to help you. I want to see you grow. I want to see you be better what you are. You don't have to walk around with your breasts exposed or tight clothing having your butt up. You don't have to do that.
Constructive criticism. People hate that because, you know,
they didn't know what that is.
Jack Nicholson said it best, you know, you can't stand the truth. The truth is a serious thing, man, and most people run from it. You know what I mean? I hear people always, you know, most of the sisters I have dealt with or whatever, you know, they say, you know, you're brutally honest. Well, shit, would you rather me lie to you? I mean, that's what they're getting.
They're telling you by telling you that what they're so used to.
Right.
You know, and now you got them off kilter because it's like, no, I'm not used to this kind of guy. I'm used to guys lying to me or not telling me nothing, beating around the bush. Now you tell me something hard. Now I'm feeling some sort of way now.
Yeah,
you know, I'd rather you kind of lie to me. That's kind of spirit my feelings now. You kind of harsh with it.
And that's where we at with it. Because really they should be feeling the direct opposite. You should respect it and appreciate it. If somebody, man or woman, you know, is being, listen, I implore any woman that I deal with to be honest with me. I don't care what it is. You know what I mean? Because with that, it opens up the door for you to say whether you want to deal with that or you don't. So when you have that dishonesty,
right.
Come on, man.
But remember, inside, they're looking at it as negative because we're in this negative society. When you say honest things to them, they're looking at it, they're being attacked. And let's be honest, you've been attacked all your life. So you're going to stay away from that. You know, not really understand. So when we do speak truth to people, we have to understand we're telling you this out of love. I'm not telling you this to hurt you.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? And I think that's where the disconnect is coming, that we actually have to add an addendum to it when we're talking about, you know, say, look, you know, I like you. You know, my suggestion is that you don't have to wear that type of attire, or you don't have to come across in that manner, or maybe there was another way we could address that situation that wouldn't have exploded into an argument and so forth and so on. I don't want to argue with you. You know, I love you. I want to stay in peace. I want to find out how we can have a peaceful resolution. You know, because nothing's that deep. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you this, that every time I talk to you, there's an argument. I don't want to argue.
And see, the thing is, I wanted to say this real brief because I want to get back to you, brother. Listen, sisters, listen, we supposed to be a team. If you deal with a man, and we deal with a woman, we supposed to be a team. So it shouldn't be what you were speaking about earlier. Number one, you know. Number two, constructive criticism helps. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt. It doesn't harm you.
Correct.
Check this out. A brother of mine told me it was about a year ago, right? He was dealing with this sister, right? And he called me on the phone and he said, "Yo," he said, the sister was trying to get promoted on her job, right? So she was taking a state's exam, and during in the process of her studying, daily, he was noticing that she had the TV playing and all that and other, So and he approached her, her brother approached her, and he was like, "Look, shorty, um, you might want to cut that TV off, and get more serious and focused on what you're trying to accomplish here, right?" And she says, "I don't know why you're trying to tell me what to do." That's what she says.
It gets good.
That's what she says. You want to tell me what to do? You do it your way, I do it my way. Oh, that's typical. I hate to say it. Unfortunately, So I'm like, okay. It's nothing new. I'm hearing it like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What happens next, brother? So he's like, he's telling her, listen, I did time, I done came home, I took my states and passed it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to explain to you what they're going to hit you with. Prepare yourself.
Trying to help her.
No doubt. Well, once again, we're supposed to be a team.
Right.
Not against each other. That's not what it's about.
Right.
But that's how you take it.
Right.
What you said earlier. Now, a couple days later, I'm getting ready to go. I'm pulling up to Jeff's joint, right? He hits me. Yo, side man. Joint failed the test. All right? She texted me and told me about it. I've been calling her. She won't answer the phone.
She's embarrassed.
No, she's embarrassed. The first thing she thought about when she realized that she thought about you. You know what I mean? So, sisters have to understand. Listen, I do like a little alphabet situation, and I want to know if you agree or disagree. This is what I found out, not just me, but any other brothers I talk to, especially in our age group, especially.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, you can correct me if it's different, differently, you know what I mean, for what you've seen in ours. I go with A, and I see a lot of not being accountable for the things that they do. Agree. I go with attitude with the A. With B, I go with bitterness. I also go with baggage because that is held strongly. Okay? When I say C, I talk about combativeness. We already know about that. D, we go with denial. All right? E, we're going to go with ego. Now, man or woman, if you close to 50 and you got an ego, something wrong with you. And I hate to say it, we're not bashing black women. But sisters got a lot of the ego, which needs to go. This needs to be understood and needs to be just self-evaluated. That's all it is. Okay? I'm gonna shorten it up, but I'm gonna go to S, which would be selfishness, which we've been speaking on. And then U, I would say unappreciative. Because when brothers will come to sisters with, just like with the brother I was speaking about, with some type of even if it's constructive criticism or if it's just advice. Later on, it's like, damn, not, hey, brother, I appreciate what you did, Oh,
no.
None of that.
No, thank you.
And it won't even be about whether or not they did something wrong. It's just if they are feeling some type of way about, say you didn't want to be with them. That's what it's all about. He ain't shit. Whoa, wait a minute. Did he not just teach you these things to be a better person? And all you focus on is he don't want to be with you anymore. We don't hate sisters at all. We love sisters.
Absolutely.
We love sisters. However, we dislike certain ways and things that you have going on. The way you move, the way you think. We're trying to better that and make you aware. You feel me?
So our relationships with you can be better.
And be successful.
Yeah.
That's what we all need.
Yeah.
That's the problem right now with this black man hating black woman and black woman hating black man. That's retarded. No.
Yeah.
What you say, brother?
Man,
Or what say you?